Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess Johnson, and today we are just gonna have a little sit down. I just wanted to chat with you guys because we have almost been traveling full time, living on the road for an entire year. February last year, 2025, is when we said goodbye to our apartment, and we ended up basically our friend had a pop-up and he let us make payments to him, so we're kind of renting a pop-up trailer that we live in when we're in Memphis, Tennessee, basically our home base, because that's where my husband's job is. So we live in it probably like a week or sometimes two. With the holidays, it's probably been the longest that we've stayed in the pop-up. We were in it for 3 weeks. But anyways, I'm getting back on track. So backstory about us: we are high school sweethearts. My husband has always traveled, so we're high school sweethearts. After we got married, he went straight into the Air Force, so he was always deployed. And then after his military career, he went into basically like the field that he does now, which he works for the Mary in Memphis, Tennessee. It's the Medical Education Research Institute, and basically he does mobile labs, and that's why we're always in different cities at different hotels, because they set up mobile labs to basically train surgeons on medical device equipment. It's kind of, I know I'm not explaining it totally. His job is definitely rare. It's hard to explain, but basically that's what he does. So he travels for work. And about a year and a half ago, he started having panic attacks. First it was with flying, because he used to fly sometimes. Usually he drives a truck, and now that's what he does now. He drives a truck with the medical equipment and cadavers to the labs wherever we're supposed to go. But before, he would drive truck, plus also he would fly, and he started having panic attacks and not wanting to fly anymore. And then so he stopped flying, was just driving, and then he started having panic attacks just being away in the hotels. And if you know anyone who has had panic attacks, or you've had panic attacks before, like, they're scary. Like, it was probably, like, seriously one of the hardest times of my life, because he'd be miles away having a panic attack by himself, and there was like nothing that I could do for him. Okay, you guys, I will get emotional. Because it's just hard seeing someone like that. So all I could do was talk to him on the phone and wait for him to fall asleep at night, and I would be on the phone with him till like 4 o'clock in the morning, until he would finally go to sleep. And he had to work, and it was just really hard. So when he came back from having like a really bad one, he was like, he didn't want to travel anymore, and like his work is traveling, like that's what he does, and he loves his job, he loves what he does. And so it was just crazy to even think that he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So his next lab that he had to go on, I just went with him, because our son, we're empty nesters. Our son is 26. He lives in Idaho, living his best life with his roommate and his girlfriend, and we miss him so much. But yeah, I just had me, Toast, my dog, which is down here taking a nap. So we just went with him, and then of course he went to the doctor and got a therapist that he started talking to, and they put him on medication for the anxiety and panic attacks, which has really helped, which has been great, and just given him like tools through therapy, and to be able to, he gets like signs when he's starting to feel anxious, or panic attacks are starting to come on and everything. So he got all of that, got the medication, but he still didn't want to go. So I went with him, and then I started just kind of going with him on all of the laps, because he was like refusing to leave on his own, and I don't blame him. I didn't want him to leave. I wanted to be with him. And so I just was going with him on every lab, like just following in my car, his truck to wherever he had to go for work. And then basically we were like only home in our apartment like maybe 2 days a month to like maybe a week a month, and we were like, why are we paying $2,500 for this apartment when we're like not here? Like, I'm going with you. This is like really fun for me, because like my son is all grown up, and it's just me and my dog, and we get to go to all these new places, and I'm not just sitting at home while he's traveling. So it just made sense for me to like come with him and say goodbye to our apartment. So last February we yeah, turn in the keys to our apartment. And like I said, we got the pop-up that we stay in when we are home in Memphis, which isn't very often. It's like a week or maybe 2 a month. So basically we live in hotel rooms, and we just travel. I follow him along. I follow his truck wherever he goes. We were just recently, like, we were in California, we were in Arizona. Right now we're in Tampa, Florida. We're going to be going up to Weehawken again, which is one of my favorite places to go. And North Carolina, I think, is where we're going next. I'm not totally sure. I literally just follow along. Like, when I say I tag along, my husband, I tag along. Like, he knows where we're going, and I'm just like, okay, where are we going this week? It's really fun. But yeah, luckily he's the planner, and it's all orchestrated with his work, so I don't really have to think about any of that. I just get in my car and follow. And then it's fun to explore these new places and take Toast on walks and make content for you guys. Like, I love doing this, so I'm really excited to get more into YouTube and doing long form videos. So I guess the short answer would be, we started traveling because my husband started having panic attacks, and I started going with him so that he wouldn't be alone. And yeah, we're here now. So it is funny because we look back, and even my husband has said, he's like, that was like the hardest things that he's ever like gone through, like the most scariest things that he's ever gone through. But we're so grateful that it happened, because it brought us here now, or I don't have to stay home or, like, you know, and miss him because he's on the road all the time. Now we're together, and when he gets off work, you know, like, we can go to dinner and we can watch Netflix or do things together, which is just yeah. So even though it was horrible at the time and it didn't make any sense at the time, it turned into us living, basically, I would say, my best life. Like, I'm so happy right now. I love this lifestyle. So if you are going through a tough time right now and you don't understand what's going on, and maybe your life is feeling like it's being turned upside down, like, literally that's how it felt. Like, it was just like, well, what's going on? Like, is he supposed to start a whole new career? Is he supposed to not travel anymore? It's like, if you just trust and go with the flow, and the universe will guide you where you need to be, because there's probably a bigger picture that we don't know at the time, but if we trust, we will get there. We will get there, and you will, because we are loving our lives right now. And never in a million years did either of us think, like, we would be living on the road as basically nomads. Like, we don't have a home, just living on the road full time and going where life leads us. We've always been following all the van lifers on YouTube, people who live in RVs, and, you know, but we always thought of it as, like, we'll do that when, like, we're retired, when we're older. We never in a million years thought that we would be doing that now, like, in our 40s, just living a life of just freedom on the go. It's so funny, because for years I was, like, writing in my journal, like, if you do manifestation journals and writing on your vision board, I always was like, I just want my husband to be home where we can have dinner together every night. And I was thinking, like, he would somehow get some kind of job where he stays home and comes home. And side note, what's funny, if you've been following us, you know, when we were in Idaho for a couple of years, he did do that and was miserable. And I actually was like, I would rather him travel and do what he loves than be miserable working a 9 to 5. But anyway, I'll probably make another video maybe about that, because he ended up going back to his job where he is now. And that's like a whole nother, I don't want to confuse everyone. Anyways, squirrel. But no, the universe made it where we can be together, and it's different than, like, what I put on my vision board. It's different than, like, what my idea of, like, we'll have dinner together every night would be like, and have my husband with me all the time. It's like, I'm going with him, and now I'm traveling, and I have this whole different life that I didn't even know that I would love. And I do love it. Like, I love traveling. It's been so much fun. But anyways, you know, it was just like a great reminder to me, like, yeah, you can put out there what you want, but how it gets delivered to you, just let go of that. Let go of the how. You know how they say that? Let go of the how, and the universe will deliver it to you better than you could have ever imagined. I promise. I promise, because living proof. Anyways, so that's how I started traveling. Yeah, it's almost been a year. And I will say, we stayed in the pop-up for the longest that we ever have, and it was about 3 weeks just previously before we came here to Florida. And that was probably the hardest. We don't have a bathroom in the pop-up, which we do have a toilet in there, but we chose to make it our entertainment center instead. We chose, Netflix and Xbox over the bathroom. Usually though, all of the campgrounds have pretty good clean bathrooms. So in the summertime it wasn't so bad, but when you have to pee at 3 in the morning and you have to go outside and it's like 30 degrees out, it wasn't that fun. And we were starting to think, okay, we're gonna need to upgrade our camper. So that definitely will probably be happening sooner than later, hopefully. To maybe like a Class C or a travel trailer that we don't actually have to Velcro together and has a bathroom. So that's goals for 2026. But we are so grateful for our pop-up trailer because it's made us been able to let go of our apartment. We've been able to save money so that I can pay, because I do have to pay for my gas to follow him and everything. And so it's just made it all work out, and we're really grateful that his friend was able to basically have this pop-up trailer that we make payments on it, and maybe we will, I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but and that's actually the point of this channel. Like, I want to share those things with you because there's things that are not great, like when we got attacked by stink bugs in the summer and the wasps and dealing with mold in our pop-up, which is kind of what we were dealing with when we get back. So it's not perfect, but nothing's perfect. And honestly, when we want it to be perfect, like, it's all about going through living life, having ups and downs. It's the journey that's the fun part, and we're having a lot of fun, and I'm excited to share it with you, and I hope that you enjoy it too. So I definitely will have more shorts and stuff. That's what I typically post, is short content, but I do want to start getting more into the long form content. So go ahead, subscribe if you want to follow along on our journey. And I truly, if you have made it this far, like, thank you. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so grateful that this is my job and I get to share our life with you, because I truly feel like we don't live a typical life. And I don't think either of us, when we were 16 years old, got pregnant in high school and got married and went to the military, we had no idea that we would be traveling full-time and I would be making content on social media and he would be working in a medical field that he loves. Like, we had no idea, and I guess that's the point. None of us know, but we just follow where the universe leads us, and we're having a great time. So I hope you're having a great time. I love you. So grateful for you. Have a good day.